A disgraced Hollywood producer, Harvey Weinstein, is no longer an alleged rapist. He is now a convicted rapist. Harvey was found guilty yesterday of third-degree rape and criminal sexual act in the first degree and now faces 5 to 25 years in prison. Following the verdict, Harvey was taken into custody and was reportedly heard saying, "I'm innocent, I'm innocent. How can this happen in America?" Harvey is scheduled to be held at Rikers Island.
Wow.
Yo.
He on Rikers?
I'm right there.
Yeah.
However,
taking him.
didn't get there yesterday, y'all, because he reported experienced chest pains on the way to prison, so had to stop by at the hospital.
Well, he is a Hollywood producer. Come on, you guys.
So
Ladies,
dramatic.
what do you think of this verdict?
I think these degrees of rape are always, I'm going to use the word fascinating, but that's very generous. Like, this idea, like, well, it wasn't premeditated or, you know, it just kind of happened. I think at the end of the day, it's like you were violated, period, end of story. Whether someone planned it or didn't, you still have to carry on with that. And I think it's, there's also more to come, though, because to my knowledge, in California, he is charged with 1 felony count, each of forcible rape, forcible oral copulation, sexual penetration by use of force, and sexual battery by restraint. He faces up to 28 years in prison if convicted of the most serious charges. And that's the other criminal charge, but like you were about to say, yes, civil suits because there were women that were outside of the statute of limitations. But I think the biggest concern for me is, like, this was very highly publicized. And I think sometimes when there's justice in a highly publicized case, it makes people feel like, well, we worked it out now. Everything's handled. And it's like Obama being president. Like, well, racism's done now. Everything's handled. And it's like, no, the fight still continues.
100%.
Women still have difficulty being able to speak up, and just people in general who suffer sexual assault have difficulty speaking up in our society. And I just appreciate Tarana Burke, who said, and though today a man has been found guilty, we have to wonder whether anyone will care about the rest of us tomorrow. This is why we say, me too.
And I have to give props to the women who actually testified.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say their names because you have to imagine what they were going through. They had to relive those moments because they have to tell, you know, all the details in front of, you know, the witnesses, in front of these people. So I just want to give a shout out to Annabella Sciorra, Miriam Haley, Jessica Mann, Dawn Dunning, Terrell Wolf, and Lauren Marie Young. If they can do it,
we applaud you.
You can do it.
Absolutely.
And not to mention, when it comes to those 6 women, those are 6 women that were brave enough and capable of remembering the accounts. Remember that. A lot of times, and actually Miss Sciorra, the actor from Soprano, says explicitly that her body shut down and she doesn't remember what happened in parts of the situation until after she realized her nightgown was up around her neck after he left. And Miss Haley also was completely giving the details of what she was thinking she should do as he was pressing himself on top of her.